Hello, everyone, and namaste from France. My name is Yash, and I welcome you to today, day 37 of our 21 days journey together. So, first things first, please get your foot soaking stuff ready, some water to wash your feet, and a cloth to clean your feet afterwards. Now, this is session 2 of our journey, the meditation journey inside. And this is for newcomers and the continuing participants. If you're new, don't you worry, we got you covered. Sahaja Yoga is very easy. All you need to have is a strong desire to learn in your heart. For continuing participants, if you would like to know more about the material, the knowledge of all the links to the previous sessions, you can always go back to our website or the YouTube channel for the YouTube videos. And in addition to that, we also have a breakout sessions today at the end. So if you're new or if you have any other questions, please feel free to join us at the end in the breakout sessions. And if you need more help, like a one-on-one help, like a mentor session, we also have that. The link will be posted in the Zoom chat. So please fill out a form and we will have a mentor assigned to you. And if you're joining us from YouTube, in order to access these links and also to join the breakout rooms, you would have to join the Zoom app instead. All right, great. So last week we talked about the right heart aspect of the heart chakra, and today we're going to talk about the Vishuddhi chakra, the left aspect, the left Vishuddhi. The topic for today is guilt robs us of our energy. To learn more about it and what is this all about, join me in introducing today's presenter, Nicholas. And as you know, Sahaja Yoga is always free, and you can learn more online and on our resources, or ask us any questions directly. Hello, Nicholas. How are you?
So hello, yes, I am so good, and I hope you're great too. I can see you're great now.
Yes, so Nicholas, so tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do apart from meditating? Or you just
Yes,
every day just do that thing?
of course, of course. So of course, meditation takes a great part in carrying our desire, attention, our energy through all the days. But so we have a lot to do actually. Myself, I am a web developer. I am also um, building up web marketing skills at the moment, as well as spending most of my free time being a father and playing music. As you can see here in the back, we have a guitar head. That's part of what fuels my day. So yeah, so not just meditation, but definitely it helps brings all the flavors of life in a different way. Yeah.
Great, great,
Mhm.
great. So I also write code, and I manage people who write code. I work in the IT industry, and Sahaja Yoga has greatly helped me to take out all that stress. I do foot soak every day at the end of the day. It doesn't take a lot of time, and that really helps me to focus. So, with that said, Nicholas, it's all yours. Please.
All right. Thank you very much, Yash. So again, hello to everybody. I hope you're doing great, whether you're coming from Zoom or from YouTube. So today we are going to talk about the left Vishuddhi, and not just talk about it, but meditate and invite the energy of the Kundalini to support this quality within us, which are of self-worth and self-preservation. So now if we can have the slide, yes, very much. Thank you very much. So the Vishuddhi is at the level of the throat. Okay, that's the throat chakra. But we say left Vishuddhi as well as there is a right Vishuddhi. But what does that mean? So we have the energy centers in the middle of our body, okay, along the path of the spinal cord, and they are of course in the center, but they are built and strengthened by the left side and the right side. So the left side is represented in the blue line on the chart, and this is our inner world. I would say the relationship we have towards ourselves. So you can count the past, you can count, sorry, our own desire, our own the energy that pushes us forward. So that is the left side, okay? And the right side, represented in the with a yellow line, is the attention and our capacity to project ourselves in the world. So that is our attention, our planification capacities, our thinking, our intellect is projected to the world, our relationship towards others. This is all built up on the right side and manifested on the right side. So again, all our chakras take the strength from the left side and the right side. That's for today. We'll talk about the left Vishuddhi. So the left Vishuddhi, located on the index finger, and that again is related to self-worth, and the other qualities that you see listed here on the screen are related to the Vishuddhi in general. So the diplomacy, the way you talk to people, the detachment, how you can withdraw yourself from the world and to really welcome all the inequalities and being able to see everything as a witness. This is one of the qualities of the center Vishuddhi, and filling the oneness with everyone again, Vishuddhi Center. So right now we are going to have our meditation session, which start with a foot soak. So please have your material ready. So we'll have a slide that shows you what you need to get ready. For the people who are coming that are new, please don't feel worried about anything. You just need to be here. Your attention and your desire is most important. Please follow along with the meditation, and you will definitely get your result by the end of this session. Okay, so please be comfortable with that. So for those of you who have all your dishpan ready and everything ready, we are now going to take our bandhan in order to invite the meditation in order to invite the Kundalini to take part of our meditation and support us from within, as well as the protection, the bandhan to protect ourselves and put ourselves in a comfortable bubble of vibrations. So here we go. Okay, so right hand above the water, and we request the Kundalini to flow out the vibration through the water to give the water and the salt the capacity to absorb the vibrations. So just the right hand above the water, attention on Sahasrara, that is above our head. We just allow our desire to flow towards the water. And now we can put both our feet inside. It is very useful to start by surrendering to the Mother Earth all the tensions, all the feeling of heaviness, all the excitement that we may feel that is just disturbing our attention by putting both our hands towards the earth to feel relaxed. And we can express this desire. Dear Mother Earth, please take away, take charge of all the tensions, whether on the left side or the right side, so that I can feel the balance and I can feel the peace within me. We can put now our left hand side on the lap. The palm is always towards the sky. And by doing so, we invite the Kundalini power, Kundalini's attention to take away the load of the past from our left side. So the left side is the one that gathers all our experience, whether good or less good, makes it memorable, and that puts limitation to the feeling of joy that is residing in the present. So again, dear Mother Earth, please take away the burden of the past from the left side. Allow the bubbling joy of the spirit to flow through this left side. Attention above our head on Sahasrara. It is the seventh center above our head. So let's put the right hand on the lower part of the abdomen on the left side. So lower than this comes right above the leg, and then we can press it a little and request the Kundalini power, the love of this motherly power within us, to give us this pure knowledge and pure desire. Pure means that is unaltered and that cannot be influenced from the outside. Sorry. So it is pure, and its essence is pure knowledge and pure desire. The knowledge that is pure always leads us to our spirit that is in our heart, to understand how to manifest its presence, its power, how to show its quality, peacefulness, of love, of compassion. So we can say, Mother, please allow me to feel and manifest the power of pure desire and pure knowledge. Again, attention on Sahasrara above our head. Let's bring the right hand now on the heart, the left part of the body. This is where our spirit sits. This is where our essence takes place. And there we can offer a simple desire. Mother, I am the spirit. With confidence, Mother, I am the spirit. And we just allow the flow of this truth, of this statement, to come alive in our body, in our central nervous system, in our heart. We just bear witness of the actualization of this true statement here and now. Let's bring now our right hand on the left Vishuddhi, that is the corner between our neck and our shoulder. And now it is very essential that we look at ourselves with trust by saying, Mother, I am not guilty because I am the spirit. Again, quality is self-worth and self-preservation. Mother, I am not guilty as I am the spirit. This quality is established. There's an harmonious working between the mind and the heart. It's like they start to work hand in hand. We feel integrated. We save lots of energy as the intelligence only follows the heart. So before we take a few minutes of silence, I'll invite you to rinse our feet. We'll rinse our feet. Put the water on the side, leave it near you for the moment. Keep your attention for this present meditation that is still on. So as you bring again your attention inside of you, we can use our right hand and invite the Kundalini to follow along the central path. And we join desire to the act of raising the Kundalini, to be one with her, to be fully supported from the inside. Now we can put back both the hands on our laps and allow the Kundalini to take us further in a state of silence. So with the same quality of attention, the same um, presence to ourselves, let us hear a few words from Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, the founder of Sahaja Yoga, who speaks of these qualities, of this quality of the left Vishuddhi.
So we have to see for ourselves that what makes us guilty for small things is our own ego reacting against us and wants us to reconcile with what mistakes we have committed. Like some people feel guilty because they have said something they should not have said, or maybe because they have done something which they should not have done normally. May not be on a Sahaja Yoga basis, maybe something else also, very frivolous, like somebody spills, say, coffee, they feel guilty. Or somebody puts the knife on the other side, on the left hand side, then they feel guilty. I mean, such stupid things like that, which are regarded as norms in the society, and people start thinking that these norms are very, very important, as if they are something like a dharma, and you must maintain those norms. But these norms are man-made. Most of them are man-made. See, some of them are so stupid and so horrifying that I think in England I feel there are some which must be really completely squashed and finished, like shaking hands. It's a very bad thing, I think, is to do, is to shake hands with everyone. Because God knows what kinds of hands people are having, what kinds of vibrations they have. Now, when my husband has his reception, sometimes I have to shake hands with 700 people coming in and then 700 drunkards going out. So, this shaking of hands, I think, is a very, very bad habit. It's all right for Sahaja Yogis to shake hands, but for others, to shake anybody's hand is better to do namaste, though it might be some a very simple Indian method. But I think the best way is to say namaste, because shaking hands can cause lots of problems to human beings. And now with all these diseases coming up and all that, I think one has to be very careful about shaking hands. Worse than that is in France, I find, is like when you meet someone, you must kiss. You see, the worst habit, I tell you, horrible. But they do kiss you all the time. If you go there, I had very bad shocks to begin with. You see, anybody would just get you, kiss you here, kiss you there, and start looking at the person. Now with the fear of AIDS and all that, perhaps they might stop all that nonsense. But there is no need to do all this. This is not a very good way of wishing anyone. Doesn't show any respect in both the cases. When you shake hands also there is no respect, and even when you kiss somebody there is no respect. But if you say namaste means I bow to you, namaste. Is I bow to you, is respect. And this is one thing we have to do, is to respect each other. But when we are not, then we feel guilty. And like that, you see, these all like thank you. If you have not said thank you to somebody, then we think we have done a big mistake. I mean, the amount of thank yous we do, get so much used to it that even if you see a statue, say thank you very much for your darshan. It goes on like that, you see, it's a bit too much. Too much thank you becomes a lip service or sorry. Nowadays, in our times, we used to say, I beg your pardon on the phone, but now people say, sorry, sorry, sorry. I mean, sorry for what? Just can't, that sorry goes into left Vishuddhi. If you don't hear, it's none of your fault. Maybe the fault of the telephone, maybe the fault of another person. So, without understanding what is there to be sorry, just go on saying sorry, 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 feeling sorry for something is absolutely boring. And such a person can become extremely boring. Since morning till evening he is saying, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for that, I'm sorry for this, and all the time feeling sorry for everything, you feel sorry for that person. So one has to be in a joyful mood. And doesn't matter if somebody doesn't say sorry, it doesn't matter. But some people can take a very big objection if you don't say thank you to them. It's a very funny thing is that I have experienced in England once. I was going out and John was there, John was driving the car, and my daughter was coming out of the house, so he left the door open, and he just, as soon as she sat down, hardly took about 5-6 seconds. He closed the door and went round, but he didn't say thank you to the fellow who was standing behind. You see, they are supposed to be all very rich, cultured, educated people. So this fellow got out of his car and caught hold of his belt, and he wouldn't allow the car to move. When the car was moving, I couldn't understand what was happening. So I asked Johnny, stop the car, stop the car. I said, what's the matter? She didn't say thank you to me. This fellow would have been killed or something would have happened to him. Doesn't matter, he should say thank you. These are the funny norms that we have, so many of them, and sometimes we miss the point. Sometimes we miss the point because the whole thing becomes so mechanical. It is not mechanical. If you say thank you, it's a way of just even expression, your smile, your just a gesture can say that you are thankful to people for what they have done. But it is a norm which is created since long, They have dropped out so many things, like they have dropped out their tailcoats, everything. And I think too much thanking and too much feeling sorry should be dropped out. Either you go to the left or to the right. So the best thing now is, if somebody does something for you, all right, just a smile. Sometimes say thank you, all right. But not all the time teaching us, did you say thank you? Like one child told me, I don't want to go to their house. I said, why? Because I have to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all the time. So children also somehow or other find it's very artificial. It becomes a lip service. And this lip service can go anywhere, and people start feeling very sorry for things like, I didn't send a Christmas card, so they feel sorry. Christmas card is not important. We must see why we have to send a Christmas card. Is to wish this person. Do you have that in your heart? Did you feel that from your heart? Once you start feeling from your heart, then you will never catch your left Vishuddhi. It's a very superficial way of avoiding the mistakes you have made. Now supposing I have not done something which I should have done. Sometimes it happens. And I feel it in my heart, Just feel it. I should have done it. And if I have not done it, then it gets corrected. Not only that, but for a Sahaja Yogi, it works. So to feel it in your heart, otherwise whatever is superficial, you shouldn't worry. You shouldn't worry, you are all yogis. You must know you are all saints now. So you don't have to worry about small things. But one thing we have to ask ourselves, how do we get rid of our left Vishuddhi? And when you start asking this question, why have I got left Vishuddhi? It is the surplus of your ego, as I have told. So try to watch what you have done. Try to see what you have said. Why did you do it? And then face it. And next time don't do it. So you won't have the guilt. Because guilt is nothing but a stored up mistakes. And like going to a priest and saying, I'm sorry, I did this, I did that. And again doing the same thing. It amounts to the same. Because then you don't correct yourself. I think open the windows will be better. This one. I'll make it quite warm for you. Thank you. I am also English, I must say thank you. So this amounts to one thing, to understand what mistakes you have committed, what your ego wants to feel bad about it, and then do not store it up, face it up and never do it again. Just be determined, I will not do it again, that's all. You have to just say, I will not do it again, whatever it is. Face up to it and say that I will not do it again. That's the best way you can manage your left Vishuddhi. There is nothing like we are English, we are Indian, we are this. We are all universal beings. And once you accept this, suddenly you jump into the state of collective consciousness, into the state of Virat. Once Virat opens out, left Vishuddhi is finished. If you are a part and parcel of the Virat, how can you make mistakes? How can you be guilty? Because it is the Virat who takes over. He is the one. Supposing now in your hand something goes wrong, you don't blame your hand for it. What you blame is the body. The body has the problem, and the body has to look after. The body takes over, it comes, repairs, looks after, circulates, whatever it is, pain, so whatever it is, the suggestion comes from the whole body. It's not that the only finger starts feeling guilty, it's the whole body. In the same way, once you jump into that state of Virat, into the state where you feel I am a part and parcel of the whole, Vishuddhi should drop out. Left Vishuddhi should completely drop out. It has no place. It has no place. How can you alone feel guilty when you are part and parcel of the whole? What's the logic? You cannot feel guilty. If you are part and parcel of the whole, then the whole takes over. And this is where you can cut down your left Vishuddhi very well.
Now let us continue to meditate silently. We can close our eyes and put our attention on the top of our head. Let us try to absorb and assimilate what you've heard in the video today in your silent meditation. Now we can slowly open our eyes and we can end this meditation session by raising our Kundalini and putting ourselves in Bandhan. Bandhan means protection. So we can always raise our hand and put it on our Sahasrara top, but this time a few inches above, and check how are you feeling? How is your Kundalini state? Do you feel warm or cool breeze touching your palm, coming out of your head? We can move it up and down a little bit. We can try that with the other hand as well. So if your Kundalini is awakened and all your chakras are clean, today in this meditation session, you will feel a cool breeze in both the hands coming out of the top of the head. So that's the indication that Kundalini has risen and everything is in good shape. Alrighty, so this marks for the end of the meditation session for today. I think today is a short session, and we can go over some quick reminders for today. So the coming Wednesday, the next session, it's the power of speech to give love to others. This is still on the Vishuddhi chakra, but on the right aspect. So we'll learn more about that the next Wednesday. And as you know, this is a session 2 of the Going Deeper series of sessions. And the session 2 will end on Wednesday, June 18th. Then we'll take a break for 4 weeks. And starting July 23rd, Wednesday, we will have session 3, deepening the silence. And just that you know, make a note of it. This time, the session 3 is on every Monday and Wednesday. And these session 3 will start at the same time, 8 p.m. Central European Standard, and on the same Zoom link. Again, another quick reminder, if you wanted to have a one-on-one mentor, you can always fill up the form. The link for the mentor form is in the Zoom chat. And if somebody's joining from YouTube, you need to join the Zoom chat to have access to this link. And we always recommend that you also join the WhatsApp community group. We'll have messages, course reminders, updates going on. It will be very beneficial. And the live sessions and recorded sessions, handouts, you can find everything on the links to the previous recorded sessions. You can find it on our website. This is the website. If you look at it, if you're looking at the screen right now, and it talks about all the previous sessions, and you have day 1, day 2, day 3, and then you can click and then go deeper. And these are the resources at the end of the website as well. And of course, we also have a handout for the Vishuddhi chakra, and it talks about it summarizes what we talked today about the Vishuddhi chakra. And as we know, the Vishuddhi chakra is represented in the hands and the index fingers. So when we are meditating, if you feel anything other than coolness in your index fingers, you should know that there is a constriction or a blockage in your Vishuddhi chakra, and you can ask your Kundalini to go there and fix it. So I think today we have an interactive workshop in the breakout rooms. So please join our breakout rooms and participate in the session. If you are not sure how to do that, you can always type breakout room help, and somebody will be able to help you. And if you have any other questions, you can always ask me, or ask in the chat. We'll be very happy to answer them. And if I can have Nicholas also back, please.
I am here.
Yeah. So I'm just checking if there are any questions in the chat for now. Nothing so far. So Nicholas, tell me how do you apply this not being guilty and Sahaja Yoga in your daily life? Do you have any personal experience that you faced this and then it actually helped Sahaja Yoga not to be guilty?
Well, I probably have shared this experience already for another case, but I think it's quite interesting to see how it applies here as well. So apart from being guilty, there's also the idea of self-worth, right? We saw it at the beginning of our session, that the left Vishuddhi also has to do with self-worth and how do you see yourself, and it also works through through our interaction with others. So I've had one time where uh, when you have stress about whatever situation you are facing, we often get some stress from the situation we need to go through and everything. So, and one of which for me was with my driving license examination. So yes, it was challenging. Just for the record, I had to go through this exam 4 times in order to have my driving license. But the three first times, I always had this something that it has to work, it has to work, it has to work, it has to work, and putting some sort of pressure upon myself, so that somehow or other, by luck, it would happen. And this was before experiencing Sahaja Yoga meditation. After Sahaja Yoga meditation, what happened was I started to see myself from within myself. I don't know if that really is easy to understand, but that you're no more identified with what you think, no more identifying with the upcoming situations. So you have some sort of clarity in your attention, some sort of clarity that allows you to actually take some distance from within with whatever you have to do, right? So this one time I had so I just attended the examination, so that was the fourth time, and one could say that there was detachment. There really was detachment at that moment, because I have a person who was leading the examination. He was really a horrible person, I would say, in this moment, in this situation. Why? Because he was speaking to my teacher, my driving teacher. He was speaking to him about whatever was going through his mind. I don't know, and it could have disturbed my attention and my concentration during the examination, right? So one time, for example, around for a roundabout, I just missed the exit, and he was starting all the theater thing and all Mr. XYZ. Don't you know how to read and everything? So he was really like picky, like trying to disturb me. And for some reason, it didn't go through. It really didn't go through. I felt really like stable from the inside. I felt really confident in my capacities of doing that. And even more so, I was detached from the result. I had I knew it would be nice to have it, but at this very moment, I was not attached it to getting the license and succeeding in the examination. So I was just really in the moment, relaxed, confidence, and doing my thing. And it was this time that I actually had my driving license. So it was really interesting to see how 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 your state is so important when you are going through anything. Your state, and these state is influenced by what you think and also what you believe. All of these are connected. So what you believe in creates a frame for your thought to pop up, and these thoughts may give you some different state of being. And just to make it short, yes, so finding this piece of this place of silence and peace within might actually lead us to be better at whatever we are doing. And at that, having the detachment and the serenity inside to do whatever we have to do. So it's really interesting to see from within all of this transformation going on, and see that we are more than just what we think or what people tell about us and think about us, because we tend to identify ourselves with what people think, right?
True.
So yeah.
True. That's a very elaborate and great answer. Thank you. Um, about me, I was 21 when I started meditating. When I started Sahaja Yoga meditation, and I was an introvert at that time. For various reasons, the way I grew up in my personal life, I was an introvert, and I was not confident. I had low self-esteem, but I didn't know what to do. And even after a year of Sahaja Yoga practicing, I was still struggling. And but I like how we have a mentor program here. I also had a mentor back. This is in India. I'm originally from India. I was born and raised in India. So I had a mentor, my brother, in Sahaja Yoga, and he recognized this, and then he actually helped me to get out of this um, low self-esteem state, and then practicing meditation. At that time, I didn't know it was left Vishuddhi, things like that. And then slowly meditating regularly, morning and evening, it actually helped me to get out of that. And now I'm very comfortable talking to everyone. I can talk to any number of people. I'm quite confident. So this transformation from being someone who was someone who has low self-esteem and not able to talk to everyone freely, and to the state where I can talk to anyone, I'm very confident. This transformation happened over the period of a couple of years, but because I was meditating regularly and had a mentor, I had a brother to help me out.
Nice.
Just wanted to summarize that and tell everyone, please take advantage of. If you have if you need a mentor, please fill up the form, take advantage of it, join the WhatsApp group, and please continue to attend the sessions, and you will definitely benefit of it.
Yeah, and just to just echo to this, allowing ourselves to be helped by somebody else. I think we tend in the West to have this culture of self-made. We have to do things ourselves, and then this is our pride somehow, and it may lead us to avoid being helped. So please don't feel that way, because that is only going against our balance, our benefit. And most of the people succeeding people have mentors, and it would be only for your benefits that you take this advantage of people being there, available and willing to support you in your discovery. So again, I insist, and going along with what you suggest, please request for this mentor. That will be very, very, very much beneficial to you.
Perfect. I think today we don't have any Q&A. We have a workshop today, so I think this marks the end of the session. So everyone, thank you very much for joining today. Thank you, Nicholas, once again. It
Thank
was great
you.
having you today. So please continue to meditate and join us on the next Wednesday. Namaste for everyone.
Namaste.